95% of people fail at their goals. Here's the one habit that separates the winners from everyone else. You know what's crazy? Most people think success comes from setting big goals or having more willpower. But after studying the habits of Olympic athletes, billion-dollar CEOs, and world-class performers, I discovered something shocking. They all share one simple habit that most of us completely ignore. Today, I'm breaking down the number one habit that separates true winners from everyone else, backed by groundbreaking research from James Clear's Atomic Habits. And trust me, this isn't your typical habit advice. What I'm about to share might completely change how you think about success. Let me start with a quick story. Back in 2012, Dave Brailsford took over as the head coach of British cycling. Now, British cyclists had been so bad at the Tour de France that one of the top bike companies refused to sell them bikes. They were worried it would hurt their reputation. But Brailsford had this crazy idea. Instead of trying to make massive improvements, he focused on getting 1% better at everything. They redesigned the bike seats to be more comfortable. They tested different fabrics in wind tunnels to find the fastest racing suits. They even figured out the perfect pillows to help riders sleep better. Each change, tiny, almost meaningless on its own. But here's where it gets wild. Within 10 years, British cyclists won 178 world championships, 66 Olympic medals, and captured 5 Tour de France victories. This brings us to the number one habit that separates winners from losers. Winners focus on systems, not goals. Now I know what you're thinking, but don't we need goals? Here's the truth bomb that changed everything for me. Goals are just the results you want. Systems are about the processes that lead to those results. And this is where most people get it completely wrong. Let's break this down with a simple example. Say you want to lose weight. Most people set a goal, I want to lose 20 pounds. That's fine, but here's the problem. That goal tells you nothing about how you're going to lose the weight. Winners, on the other hand, focus on building a system. I'm going to prep healthy meals every Sunday and walk for 30 minutes each morning. See the difference? The goal-focused person is constantly thinking about that far-off finish line. The system-focused person is concentrated on the daily actions that create lasting change. As James Clear puts it, you do not rise to the level of your goals, you fall to the level of your systems. This is why most New Year's resolutions fail by February. People get excited about the goal, but never build the systems to support it. It's like trying to build a house without a foundation. It might look good for a while, but eventually it's going to collapse. But here's where it gets really interesting. When you focus on systems, something magical happens. You start to change your identity. Instead of thinking, I want to run a marathon, you start thinking, I am a runner. Instead of, I want to write a book, it becomes, I am a writer. This identity shift is crucial because research shows that the strongest predictor of behavior change isn't motivation or willpower, it's your self-identity. When you build systems that align with who you want to become, success becomes almost inevitable. Let me give you a real-world example that blew my mind. Jerry Seinfeld, one of the most successful comedians ever, didn't set a goal to become famous or make millions. His system was simple. Write one joke every day and mark an X on a calendar. Don't break the chain. That's it. This system helped him become one of the greatest comedians of all time. Now, you might be wondering, how do I actually build these winning systems? Here's the 4-step framework that separates winners from everyone else. Make it obvious. Winners design their environment for success. Want to eat healthier? Put fruit on the counter and junk food in hard-to-reach places. Make it attractive. Link habits you need to do with habits you want to do. Want to exercise more? Only watch your favorite Netflix show while on the treadmill. Make it easy. Reduce friction. Want to read more? Keep a book by your bed instead of your phone. Make it satisfying. Create immediate rewards. Want to save money? Move money to savings right after each paycheck and watch your balance grow. But here's the most important part, and this is what truly separates winners from losers. They understand that tiny changes compound over time. They don't need motivation because their systems make success automatic. Think about it like this. If you get 1% better each day for a year, you'll end up 37 times better by the end of the year. That's the power of systems over goals. While everyone else is looking for shortcuts and quick fixes, winners are quietly building systems that guarantee their success. Remember British cycling? They didn't set a goal to win the Tour de France. They built a system of continuous 1% improvements. And that system transformed them from laughingstocks into world champions. So here's your challenge. Stop focusing on goals. Instead, ask yourself, what system can I build today that will make success inevitable? Maybe it's preparing your gym clothes the night before. Maybe it's blocking social media during work hours. Whatever it is, start small. Remember, winners aren't born, they're built, one tiny habit at a time. Speaking of which, if you found this video helpful, you're going to love my future video on the 3 mistakes that are secretly sabotaging your habits. Subscribe so you don't miss it.